Graham LINEHAN, folks. Can't say I know him really well. He's the creator behind Father Ted, and I have noted he's been in the media on 3 or 4 occasions over the last 4 to 6 weeks because of his views on the trans community, and mainly of the activists behind the trans community. He's said a few things that they don't like, and because of it, they're trying to get him, what do they call it? Cancelled. They're throwing all the muck in the world at him. I think they give him a lot of grief. Was it the Edinburgh? Was it the Fringe Festival, the Comedy Festival, whatever it was? They wouldn't let him put his plays on and what have you there, and the festival backed them up to a great extent, which was shocking. He said a few things, not against trans in general, but against the activists, things that any probably, I would suggest, normal person, I don't mean straight, I mean just normal as in the brain, will probably agree with. Nothing too off the charts, I wouldn't have thought. He's just spoken up in defence of women, really, and because of it, the trans activists have gone for him, and gone for him in a big way. I noticed over the last couple of days, he's had a pop at, is it Grint, Watson, and who's the other fellow, Radcliffe, the 3 young boys and girls, or boys and girl, that were plucked from obscurity to play major parts in the J.K. Rowling franchise. They made absolutely millions, and I don't mean a few quid, I mean millions for the old Harry Potter films, all written by the wonderful J.K. Rowling. Now, she was in trouble a year or 2 ago now because she said something that the trans people don't like. As I say, not your normal trans person, man or woman, the trans activists, the ones that like to get people cancelled. They like to throw mud at others, they like to belittle, and they like to, what do they call it? Pile on. There's been a lot of piling on old JK. I think she said something like, she read a piece somewhere and it was something about adults breastfeeding babies. I think what JK said was, well, you've got that wrong. You don't mean adults breastfeeding babies, you mean women breastfeeding babies. That's all she said. That started it, and from there the floodgates opened, and everything she said thereafter, they turned it around and misconstrued it, is that the word, to suit their narrative, and they've been after her ever since. Unfortunately, Watson, Grint and Radcliffe all went on the side of the trans activists, because what it did was it made them look even more PC than they already are, and it kept everybody on their side. They had straight people, they had gay people, they had happy people. No, that's the same thing. No, it's a different thing, but gay people. They had trans people. They had everyone on their side, and it made them look great. They didn't mind throwing old JK under the bus. Bugger the thought that they've made millions and millions and millions on the back of her for her wonderful writing. You know, it didn't matter to them one jot. It's every man for themselves when the trans get involved, and they want to keep on the right side because they're making more and more candy, aren't they? And it's all about the dosh at the end of the day. Anyway, Graham's had a go at him saying, shocking, shocking, shocking. I say it 3 times, just these 3 of them, for going on the sides of the trans activists and turning on old JK. And I agree with him. Well, I'd say 101%, Graham. I can't say that because there's only 100% in 100. So I can't. But if I could, that's how much I'd agree with you. You say nothing wrong, my old son. I'm with you fully. It's just a shame. It's just a shame what's happening out there. But it's becoming a bit of an epidemic at the moment. These people are driving this narrative and they're knocking people down for absolutely no reason. But JK, you carry on saying what you want to say, love. We should all be entitled to free speech. And I don't think you've said a single thing wrong yet. Nothing that has any reason to get anyone uptight or upset. I don't think you're talking down to anybody or being derogatory in any way, shape or form. But that's only my opinion. Others may disagree.